like, subscribe. All right, cool. If you're here, thank you. All right, I don't do many of these lives. I like to do mostly pop-ups. All right. But I'm trying to do it as regular as I can. I was supposed to do it every day, but because I don't have the soundproof headphones that can just give you just my voice instead of the background noise you hear, so it's been kind of rough. But anyways, so HTV, what we're gonna be talking about today, HTVRONT. All right, so the reason why I'm talking about it is because they just sent me a heat press. Yeah, your boy's doing big things now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Anyways, got a free machine in the mail and stuff, and the goal is to basically do a review. So we're gonna do a review. But I'd like to thank HTVRONT for sending it to me. They sent me some other stuff too. But for now, all I'm gonna do is just basically tonight when I get to the shop. My goal is to basically do this at night, mostly when it comes to lives in the shop. What I notice is during the daytime, my family is seeing that I'm there. To them, it's like, if you're there, you must be there for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, pardon me, excuse me. Yeah, I am there, but as a guy, there's a lot of things I gotta get going. I gotta do to make sure we have what we have. I even have stuff in the works in the background that right now I need to fix my credit, get everything set, so I can be able to get it. We got a lot of stuff going on, as you saw the shop in the videos. Yeah, videos showed the shop, and things were good. I still have some fixing to do. I kind of kicked myself in the bum, and the reason why I say that is because I was supposed to first get the floor set. Either I was gonna paint the floor, and then to just put a coating on there, and then after that I was gonna put some kind of tile thing going on. But what ended up happening is none of that. I was too anxious, and I put all the machines in there, and I have a lot of machines. Just recently I'm getting rid of one. I have another one I'm getting rid of, and the reason why is because those were machines that was set up okay in the shop, but in the new shop I have, even though I have the space, I don't need to have those machines because I have to play around with them. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. It is what it is. But I have to constantly tweak them because they're not like machines made for what I'm doing. Basically they're printers. So yeah. So what ended up happening is I end up with printers that's working some days, not working some days. I mean, that's the nature of machines, but I need something that's at least consistent. Maybe you don't work exactly that day, but you still work at the end of the day. So yeah, so we're doing a lot of things. When it comes to logos now, that's on black t-shirts or anything like with color. The goal is to go to have any yeah, anything that has to do with vinyl. I mean, not vinyl. Anything that has to do with like dark apparel, clothing. I'm basically going to be using sorry, that's a truck next to me. Yeah, I'm gonna be using my white toner. It's just been sitting there, and I'm just tired of just seeing it sitting there. I was using DTF, and I will still use DTF. I have a DTF machine, but when it comes to well, converted machine, and that one I'm getting rid of. The purpose of, and the reason why I'm getting rid of that one is because it's not. Yeah, it is and it isn't, and it clogs too much. And when it's not clogged, because I keep doing print tests on it, and it kind of gives me like an error code, and then eventually it finds out the cartridge. So at the end of the day, I'm like, you know what? I'd prefer to use a DTF machine that I have converted, but strictly for light color garments only, right? And the reason why I like colored garments only is because at the end of the day, people don't ask for dark colors all the time. So since it's not all the time they're asking for it, majority of the time I'm getting either white or pastel colors. And anything that's white or pastel can either sublimate or use a light color garment design and go on it. You know what I'm saying? Screen print is there and it's coming. We're gonna be doing stuff with screen print soon. So I have all these machines, and my goal is to utilize them so they can be tools in my tool belt. Shout out to a YouTuber that said that. So yeah, so basically that's the goal of the white toner printer. Try to get back into white toner. I know YouTube's getting back into white toner. I've been looking at my white toner printer just sitting there, and I'm like, you know what? If I set it up in a way where it can allow the clothing to breathe, then I should be good to go. So that's the goal. That's the goal. So after that, white toner, my DTF light color is all set, ready to go. My sublimation machine is all ready to go. We're gonna be doing some screen printing, but I wanted to take this time to talk about HTVRONT. They've sent me a heat press machine. Like most YouTubers, content creators, they're trying to get their name out there, and I want to say something. I've noticed a lot of people have mentioned the fact that, yo, they don't do this, they don't do that. I mean, they advertise their machine majority of the time to be for vinyls and sublimation. You know, DTF is something that's fairly new, so they're not really advertising towards that market because they know not a lot of people are doing DTF. And transfers, they're catering more to people who are there that have a heat press machine, a vinyl cutter, and a sublimation machine, you know. So a lot of the nuanced stuff that's out there, their machine, I don't see it focusing a lot on it. I could be wrong, because there are hacks that you could use to help you out. Like, for example, I'll talk about that later. Yeah, so there's nuances, right? So let's talk about hacks, right? So, what up, player? District Performance in the house says, what's up, bro? Yo, what up, man? I got the heat press set, but you ain't let me know what's up, man. Hit the DM, because it's a 16 by 20. It takes a minute to heat, so I didn't want to bother with it. I have two now because the HTVRONT just sent me a heat press machine, and it's a 15 by 15. I also have another heat press machine that's a 15 by 15. Now the reason why I'm trying to get rid of the 16 by the 20 by no the 16 by 20 is because it uses a lot of power, and because it uses a lot of power, I'm using extension cords that's connecting to my shop from the outlet that's outside of my house, right? I increase the amperage in it, but still, if I have other stuff running, it can trip the electricals. So I need this thing out of here. Anything that'll give me inconsistencies as far as like, you know, me not being able to use it and use other machines. Nah, I don't want it. Most 16 by 20s, a lot of people don't know that. You need to have good amperage, like your amp, or your watts, whatever. It needs to be a little bit higher, because even though it's set to go on a regular outlet, majority of the time it sucks up a lot of power, because the platen, that the heating part, needs a lot more power in order to heat up. So if you have low power, it's gonna take longer for it to start to heat up, because it needs that juice. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Yes, you don't want to overload. Yeah. I don't want to overload. So if you have it has to be its own like dedicated outlet. You can't plug anything else into it. That's what I noticed about the 16 by 20s. Like this one, you can finagle it if you have enough power going to that outlet and plug something else, but it takes a lot of juice, you know. So but the 15 by 15s, yo, they are right on the money. You know what I mean? They heat up enough that they don't use too much heat. I mean, too much electricity. But at the same time, they have enough surface where you can put a large design on there. Bro, if you're putting 13 by 19s on a shirt, you're gonna need to charge more, because that surface requires a lot more power. So majority of the time, people are usually going for 12 by 12 designs or 13 by 13 designs. So I would focus more on like 15 by like 19s, because I mean 15 by 15s, if you don't have enough power, like if you don't have like a dedicated outlet. But if you do, then the 16 by 20, man, I would love for you to get out of my hands, man. But yeah, that's why I was glad when HTVRONT sent me that 15 by 15. It really helped me out, because now I have two auto press, my regular 15 by 15 auto press, and in the HTVRONT 15 by 15 auto press. This thing is amazing. I took it out, I put it in, I plugged it, everything is automated. Literally, I'm gonna be using that one for my kids, because it's like the way they designed it, you know what I mean? It's amazing. Like, it's easy. It's a push of the button instead of pulling down, right? And instead of also having to, man, this guy's so slow. Yeah. Instead of also putting your hands inside the heat to, where you can get burned because of the heat, you're not able to fix the clothing correctly because you're trying to get out of there. It has a pull-out drawer, so you can pull it out, right? And at the same time, you're able to do a lot more because it's auto press. You pull it, you press a button, it goes down. It has a timer. Once the timer is done, it goes up automatically. You don't have to do nothing. And if you're having issues with the press, right? Because I don't see it, allowing you to do is just get yourself a Teflon pillow. Once you get the Teflon pillow, utilize the Teflon pillow underneath the pad they have as extra pressure, and then that way you'll be able to press a lot more with it. So that's what I'm gonna be doing as far as like transfers, because some transfers require a little bit more firmness to bond with the shirt, and which means you would have to adjust the platen to be more firm when it's pressing down. So because of that, a lot of people are having issues with that, but I'll address that in my video when I start talking more about it, and I start like focusing on videos on that. They also sent me some vinyls for me to try out, which I have to show, and eventually the game is the game is to basically utilize them, so I can show you guys what they have, you know, because they have a whole lot of products, and hopefully they don't send me too much products, because I don't have all that space. But anyways, my goal is to, like, I plan on basically talking about HTVRONT as much as I can and help them up as much as I can, because that little thing of being able to send me that extra heat press. And funny enough, I was thinking about purchasing another 15 by 15, because I noticed the 15 by 15, it holds power, it holds heat, it's just big enough that I can get all the surface that I can, and if I need more, I can always heat press as much as I can, and then whatever is left over, pull to the side, heat press again. It'll be an extra press, but hey, I have no problem doing an extra press, you know what I'm saying? And I could always charge it back to the customer. So yeah, so that's basically what's going on with HTVRONT. They have a lot of things that they're doing. They have a lot of what do you call it, products that they have, that a lot of stuff that they send me, and eventually the goal is to basically talk about them, display them, and see how I can you know, show you guys some of the stuff that they have by utilizing them. But yeah, man. Okay. Ooh, they have some pretty good stuff. I've used it on certain colors. They have that Caesar doesn't. Oh, okay, cool. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. All right. Yeah, man. So yeah, they're really good, man. They're really, really, really good. In my opinion, because I have the machine, I'm using their product, and I like it. You know what I'm saying? So eventually, I'm gonna do my best to show as much as I can. Right? I'm not getting paid by them, in case you're wondering. They just send me a product, and I'm just testing it out for them. That's all. It was a freebie. And I said, yep, no problem, I got you. You know? It was a heat press, and who can say no to a heat press that's auto? You know what I'm saying? Who can say no to a free auto heat press? Message, District Performance. Oh, man. But yeah, so yeah, so that's basically sums it up. We are going to be Yeah, we are going to be doing a lot of stuff. But you know what? I want to do, I'm going to get some sublimation stuff ready too, because this heat press, like I said in the beginning of the video, their primary goal for this heat press was to be in all sublimation, you know, and to do certain other things with it. At the end of the day, it's a heat press. You know what I'm saying? As heat press users, we should know how to finagle with it to make it do what we want. Because, like I said, at the end of the day, it's a heat press, and a heat press provides heat, which you need for your transfers, which you need for your vinyls and other garment decorating systems that you have set up, right? That you need a flat surface to heat. So yeah, work with it. You know what I'm saying? Work with it, and then eventually we'll be able to do some stuff to yeah, I guess grow with the heat press to understand its functionalities, what it can and can't do, you know. But I'm at the end of the day, I'm just thankful that I was able to get a machine like this. You know, it's set me back. How can I? No, not set me back. It's allowed me to move forward a lot better, a lot more efficient, and you know, the fact that I get it to sample it and use it, it's pretty cool. That's cool. I didn't get too many. I don't get too many like that. Yeah, man. Yeah. So, I heard it's a space saver. Yes, it is a space saver. Yes. It's a space saver because literally its area is a 15 by 15, right? So since a 15 by 15 area, more like 15, yeah, it is, no, more like 17, because you have to account for its back, right? 17 by I'd say maybe 16, right? Because the print surface is that much. It's 15 by 15, but it needs to house all its other components and stuff. But anyways, it works, which is what I wanted. It works. It gets the job done. And like you said, it's a space saver, you know. But it's just, you have to try it out with other products to determine how to properly use it when it's not HTV vinyl and sublimation, right? Because with sublimation, all you need is pretty much heat and some pressure, and then you're good to go, right? But with most transfers, you need to apply the right amount of heat and the right amount of pressure in order to get it to bond, you know. And sometimes if you don't have the right heat press to do that, it's not going to do it for you, you know, because this heat press, like I said, it's specifically made for certain things that they describe on their website and also on the Amazon shop page, that tells you exactly what its main function is. And sometimes when you go with a machine's main function, you understand, okay, this is what it's supposed to use for. But when you go and try to use something that's a little bit outside of its border, it may not work as well as you think, but there's always ways around it, right? So I just wanted to talk about that because I noticed a lot of YouTubers are like hating on it, like, yo, it advertised as primarily as a sublimation sublimation heat press machine. Sure, it can do all these other things and heat press it, but when you look at it, like, you know, so I mean, at the end, the pluses is it's a space saver. It's easy use, and it has a slide out draw. You know, so I'm gonna pretty much do a video tonight. I already started. I just need to finish it. You should see me in other clothing because this is like a few days put together. But yeah, so when I do the video, I'll press some stuff, you know, and we'll get it going. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I am right next to my job, so J-O-B, dang red light. So I have to turn this off, and then I will see you guys in the next video. You know what I'm saying? District Performance. What is your name, right? In case you didn't know, my name is Whiskey Pierre Lewis. I go by Moses. You can call me Whiskey or Moses, either way. I would prefer Moses, but Whiskey's okay. So yeah, so hit me up on IG. It's Levi Apparel. On Facebook, all the social media, Levi Apparel. Hit me up and let's talk, because I'd love to get that printer to you. All I need you to do is just hit me up, and we'll talk about shipping, because it's free, but I ain't paying for shipping. This printer is heavy. It's heavy. It is heavy. All right. So yeah, let me know, and if you don't like it, put on let go. All right. But I'm giving you 3 days. After that 3 days, if I don't hear from you, I'm gonna put that thing on let go. All right. So yeah, man. Let's see. What did you say? Okay. They have become. You know what? I'll read this when I'm at the red light. Life is funny. Hold on, let me do something, okay? Yo, whenever, like, you're trying to get somewhere as fast as possible, there's always a car that goes in front of you that drives super slow. I can never understand why. Like, I got this blue car in front of me. This thing is going so slow that, like, there's no car in front of it. It's just leisurely driving, you know? Yeah, it is what it is. If you're here, like and subscribe. All right, Levi Apparel. If you missed it, just go back a little bit. I was talking about the HTVRONT. Really good heat press, and yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot of stuff with it. In my opinion, you know, I'll give you my opinion after. After I show you the first sample on the video, and I was happy. I liked it. I liked it a lot. All right, guys, like and subscribe. This is Levi Apparel. I am out.
Press the button and take the parking ticket. Please take the parking ticket. Please enter following the